Those we love don't go away, they walk beside us every day. Unseen, unheard but always near, still loved, still missed, and very dear. Nobody could ever relate to this better than those who have lost loved ones, including their favorite celebs. Yes, Lucille Ball fans, we're talking about our beloved Lucille Ball, the late American star. The comedy world was shaken 33 years ago as we lost the legendary showgirl, model, and B-grade movie queen Lucille Ball. She became a television icon thanks to her pumpkin hair and sense of humor. Ball's life followed the best show business tradition of rags to riches, from her fascinating upbringing and hardships as a wisecracking movie actress in the 1930s and 1940s to the television career that made her an icon. We can say that she remained the undisputed queen of sitcoms on television. Are you interested in learning more about Lucille Ball? Let's get started. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more entertaining updates. Known simply as Lucy to 4 decades of smitten television fans, it was I Love Lucy, premiered on October 15, 1951, on CBS that gained Lucille Ball her place in television history. The 30-minute comedy was a weekly frenzy that had a massive television audience. The show was so popular during the 1950s that it actually halted the country every Monday night from 9 to 9:30 p.m. In fact, the viewers were so obsessed with it that when presidential candidate Adlai E. Stevenson interrupted the show for a political message, he received a storm of furious mail. That's quite insane, isn't it? The co-creator and star of I Love Lucy, a TV Golden Age classic still is viewed by millions across the world through syndication, was a pioneering star for numerous reasons, not least because of her age. I Love Lucy began when Ball was 40, a period when artists are considered quite old even now. However, the show is still legendary and loved 71 years after its premiere, so it's hardly surprising that it was a smash hit. Not to mention, I Love Lucy was the most watched show in the United States for 4 of its 6 seasons. Not only this, it was the first to complete its run at the top of the Nielsen ratings. While Ball, whose full name is Lucille Desiree Ball, will always be on the people's hearts for her contributions to television, she also has a place in film history. She had supporting and cameo roles in hundreds of films before shooting to fame as Ricky Ricardo's crazy, showbiz-loving redhead wife. What is Lucille Ball's best movie? We all know that Lucille Ball is widely known for her role as Lucy Ricardo in I Love Lucy. Still, she did have hands in several incredible movies before and after the show aired. In fact, Lucille has appeared in almost 45+ films. Let's know which is the best. As we're talking about the best, Lucille Ball's best movie of all time is Yours, Mine, and Ours, 1968. This movie never truly gets old. It's a beautiful film about a large, modern, unconventional family. This is a must-watch movie if you haven't, and if you have, don't tell us you didn't fall in love with it right away. Similarly, an excellent movie that any Ball fan or old Hollywood fan must really watch is Stage Door, 1937. Finally getting on with some genuinely amazing movies. First comes The Dark Corner, 1946, then arrives The Long, Long Trailer, 1945. Wait, this isn't it, we have more, Lord, 1947. This is one of the best Lucille Ball movies of all time. If you've only seen Ball in comedies, you must watch this. You know what, Ball can handle mystery drama just as well as comedy. Check out the 1930s thriller Came Back, 1939. Well, these are the best Lucille Ball movies ever made. If your favorite Ball movies weren't featured here, we would love to know from you in the comment section below. It's heartbreaking to realize that the world of entertainment has lost a real gem like Lucille Ball. How did Lucille Ball pass away? The 5-time Emmy winner Lucille Ball died on April 26, 1989. She was 77 and took her last breath at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center of a ruptured abdominal aorta. The 77-year-old had undergone emergency heart surgery on April 18 to replace part of her aorta and aortic valve. In fact, she had recovered from a 6-hour operation and was even eating and walking around. As per the hospital spokesman, Ronald Wise, the rupture occurred in the aorta section. This main heart artery was far from the operation done. Unfortunately, she went into cardiac arrest at 5 a.m., and 47 minutes of resuscitation efforts were pointless. Ronald Wise also said nothing was there to indicate that situation would happen. The heart itself apparently was not involved in Ball's sudden death. After all, cigarette smokers have a higher risk of aortic aneurysms, and Ball had been a heavy smoker for most of her life. Lucille Desiree Ball will forever be in the people's hearts. Isn't it true that the dead aren't truly dead when they still live in the souls of those left behind? Lucille Ball's net worth. Lucille Ball had a staggering net worth of $40 million at the time she passed away, which would be $80 million as of now. She amassed large fortunes from the show, I Love Lucy. According to the Los Angeles Times, reruns of I Love Lucy bring in roughly $20 million every year. Ball and her ex-husband and on-screen partner Desi Arnaz were paid a combined salary of $4,000 per episode, $2,000 each, for I Love Lucy. They had 2 children together, Lucy Arnaz and Desi Arnaz Jr. After the birth of their second child, Desi Arnaz Jr., much of her and Arnaz's money was generated from merchandising deals which led to sponsorships for dolls, comic books, cigarette lighters, aprons, and other items. Moreover, industry insiders dubbed Desi Jr. Lucy's $50 million baby, due to the financial windfall. Lucy being the brilliant producer, she and Arnaz founded their own production company, Desilu Productions, in 1950. The company was the second biggest independent television company in the United States. It remained the country's largest independent production company until it was sold to Paramount Television in 1968. Ball sold her Desilu shares for $17 million, the equivalent of $138.60 million in 2022. Alright, this brings us to the end of the video. If you want to learn more about Lucille Ball, pick up her autobiography, Love Lucy. It is the only autobiography written by Ball, and it was published after her death in 1989. With that, we've come end of this video. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed watching our video. Thanks for watching.